So this morning I'm going to share with you a story. It's called A Tale of Two Cities. I know you're probably thinking, oh crap, this is going to take like hours. It's not the Dickens version. This one will take about 2 minutes. So a traveler is approaching a city and he sees an elderly person sitting on a bench. And he approaches the elderly person and he says, "Excuse me, but what are the people like in this city?" And the elderly person looks back and says, "Well, what were the people like in the city you just came from?" And he said, they were just so negative and nasty. They always had a frown on their face. I never felt comfortable there. They weren't good people." And the traveler said, "So what are the people like here?" And the elderly person said, "Yeah, they're kind of the same here." So the person went into the city. A few hours later, another traveler comes across the elderly person sitting on the bench. And he says, "Excuse me, but what are the people like in the city?" And the elderly person looks up and says, "Well, what were the people like in the city you just came from?" And the traveler looks at him and says, "Well, they were actually great. They were so friendly and helpful and positive, and it was just such a nice place to be." And the elderly person looked at the traveler and said, "Well, there's the same here in this city." So what does that say? It's all about perception. It's all about our mindset, and it's all how we look at things. You know, you can walk into a situation and everything that is happening to you, you can perceive it as negative without really looking into why. Maybe there's a reason things are like that. Maybe it was your approach. Who knows? But when you go in with a mindset of this is going to be a negative experience, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's going to turn into a negative experience. But when you go into something with an open mindset, a growth mindset, where you're open to what could possibly happen and what opportunities can present themselves, chances are you're going to come out with a much more positive experience. So it's all about your perception, and it's all about how you view things. So next time you meet somebody and they're not so nice, think about it for a second. Are they really not nice? Is something going on? Have some empathy. Maybe there's something going on there. Maybe not. Maybe they're just not nice. And if that's the case, that's their burden to carry, not yours. So anyway, thank you for listening. And sorry it wasn't the 12-hour abridged audio version of Charles Dickens' Tale of Two Cities, but I think this one's actually more interesting and has a lot more potential. Have a great day.